Mental health is something we should all have. Mental health isn't having a problem, it's actually the way you deal with a problem. It's the way you deal with death and divorce and breakups and lack of sleep and all these kinds of mental health disorders and everything else. And so, my goal really is to get people to understand that introductory level of mental health, that it's something we should all have, it's something we should all strive for, and it's not something we should be afraid of. It's kind of funny being this mental health advocate and consultant who goes around the country and speaks about these issues, because there was such a large part of my life, so many years, where I didn't. And I guess that's what kind of qualifies me now, is people can see that pain and understand where I'm coming from. I visited my brother in a psychiatric ward when I was 11 years old. At age 16, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. At age 17, my diagnosis changed to bipolar disorder with anger control problems and psychotic features. During my senior year of high school, I was hospitalized for attempting to take my own life. And then 10 months later, I had to take a leave of absence from American University, 2 months in my freshman year, because I relapsed with bipolar disorder. And I know that sounds like a really heavy timeline, and I know sometimes people hear that and they think, wow, this presentation must be really dark, but it's not. I really tried to use my story to get people to think about their lives, and it's okay to laugh during these presentations, and it's okay to feel comfortable. My goal is actually to normalize mental health rather than isolate mental illness. And I think that's a big difference. I would never want someone to leave my presentation and say, man, that guy's life was so messed up, I feel bad for him. I would rather people leave and say, wow, that guy talked about having an exterior life that's different from your interior life, and I'm doing that. I'm hiding my emotions. Or I'd rather have someone leave and say, hey, he talked about a warning sign that I see in my friend, or my boyfriend, or my girlfriend, or my mom. How can I help them? I did not start speaking about these issues to focus on the trauma. I started speaking about these issues to let people know that they could be okay, and to let people know that there are positive examples out there. 80 to 90% of people who seek help for a mental health disorder can see improvement in their symptoms. A lot get better. Most people don't know that. Campuses bring me to do my program Behind Happy Faces, which is also the title of my book, because they want to open dialogue about mental health on their campuses. They've had either a suicide, or they've seen a rise in prescription drug abuse or something like that, and they call me and they say, hey, can you come and talk about mental health issues on our campus? And I do, and I go and share my story and talk about warning signs and how to help other people and what you can do to really make a difference in someone's life, because these issues are really affecting so many young people today. My program, Mixed Drinks, Mixed Emotions, Substance Abuse and Mental Health, kind of speaks for itself. I think a lot of times when we want to reach young people with a mental health message or with an anti-drug and alcohol message, we think like, oh, the best thing to do is just say, hey, don't drink, don't do drugs. But really, I think it's more important to focus on the reasons why someone's doing it. Some people are drinking because they have anxiety or depression or other life problems, and they turn to that as a coping mechanism. Mixed Drinks, Mixed Emotions really tries to call people out on those coping mechanisms and make a difference. I have a lot of experience in creating mental health awareness full school programs for high schools, and I do consulting on that. When I was the director of outreach for the National Mental Health Awareness Campaign, we tested a program that proved widely effective in getting friends to talk to their friends, and getting young people to talk to their parents, and in getting more people to seek help. I also do consulting on college campuses for freshman orientation programs to hit college freshmen right when they come in with a good mental health message, let them know the resources, let them know their options. And then I do a lot of work with Greek life, especially on mental health prevention and response. I really want those chapters to know what they can do to reach all of their members with a healthy message, and also to have a plan in place to respond to crises. Having the chance to travel around the country and speak about these issues and meet so many dedicated people is really the best part of this work. There are so many people out there who want to make a difference, who want to make a change and just need some help or some advice on how to do it. I can just come in and help out in a certain way, but those people stay, and they stay for the rest of their lives or for years trying to make an impact. And I can't really even put into words how special of a feeling that is. I think we're at a tipping point here with mental health, and I'm just really honored to be a part of it.